Hey guys, what's up? This is Hope Slice here with your typical Hope Slice of Life video. Today I'm going to tell you about a lesson that I have been learning recently, which is no one told you in your 20s how to say no. As long as I can remember, I've always been a big people pleaser and I've wanted people to think very highly of me. It didn't matter if it was like my parents, my sisters, or my professors, just anyone who has authority over me or anyone who I really respect. I always want to really please them. Whenever I didn't have that feeling of acceptance from those type of people, it would just absolutely crush me. The thing is, that's so hard to live like that constantly. And a recent example of this is that I recently got an awesome job in August, which I'm very proud of, and it's something that I feel like I can really do. But if you remember back in the earlier parts of the year, I think around in May I talked about it, I took this job before camp and it was like a children's home job, and I didn't realize at my new job that I just took that I actually have a lot of hours that I'm doing, and it's basically a full-time kind of job. And so that meant that I had to leave this other job that I got earlier in the year. And the person who hired me was someone I greatly respected, and I mean I loved the people that I worked with, and I love, you know, the little girls that I worked with too. I remember I had to tell them in the most awkward way possible that I didn't think I could do the job anymore because this other job was just going to be taking up so much of my time and I didn't want to overwhelm myself. And it seemed like he understood, and so I thought that like I kind of got off. But then a week or so later, when I gave him my final answer, he asked me if I could at least be with them for a little bit longer. For a second I thought, yeah, sure, I can do that. But then I thought, that's going to take out so much on me, and that's going to be really exhausting for me on my days off to still be working. And yeah, it's a different type of work. They're not really the same type of job at all, but still, not really gonna have a lot of time to myself. It was hard, but I finally just had to put my foot down and say, I'm sorry, I love that job and I am so grateful for the time that I worked there, but I can't do it anymore because I think it's going to be way too much on me and it's just going to be really difficult. So I had to put my foot down and I had to say no. If there are those of you who are in your 20s and you are a people pleaser like myself and you're learning how to say no, I'm going to share with you 2 things that might help make it easier for you to say no more often. First off, you have to focus on what is most important to you. You have to look at your life as kind of a plate, and what do you want to fill your plate with? You can't have 2 plates, you can only have 1. That helps me sometimes just think, okay, well, what are things that are most important to me? What are things that I can handle this week? And just look at it that way. It's kind of weird, but it works for me. And second off, with the things that you do have on your plate or with the things you have in your life going on right now, focus on doing those things to the best of your ability. Because what it really comes down to is that the things that are in your life are really going to reflect who you are as a person. So you have to remember, okay, well, this is the stuff that's most important to me, and I'm going to give all my energy into these things. And you might not always please them, but try to get used to that. You can't always please everybody. There's always going to be someone who might not like the way you do things, and that's okay. Everyone's different. You just kind of have to get used to that feeling. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thumbs up if you like this video, and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, I think that's it. I hope you guys have a great upcoming week, and I'll see you next week or another week soon, hopefully, for another Hope Slice of Life video. Goodbye!